Welcome to the Bucks Head for tonight's game. Telford taking on Brackley Town, managed by the former Nuneaton manager Kevin Wilkin. Telford have won their last two home games, both at 1-0, so two clean sheets here, and they are just gradually starting to put in a decent run of form. Okay, they lost against Salford 10 days ago, but even then we felt that they played well enough to bring something from that game, at least a point. But this is our live game this evening here on BBC Radio Shropshire. Welcome aboard. We're on 96 FM on DAB and online. An important game for both these teams, players in this Brackley team, because of that connection with Kevin Wilkin. Brackley attacking straight away. Ben Bailey kicks it back to Callum Burton. Patches of mud. A lot of games have been played here this evening, with Wolves under-23s playing here and various school games. Diona gets it back and feeds it in early. Wilson looks to head it on to the back post. Samuels keeps it in, but lacks direction. And Brackley get it clear for the halfway line. Clips the ball into the midfield, and then Wilson lofts it over the defenders. Diona went on a run. It will be the left foot of Glenn Walker. Fires it into the near post, comes off Samuels, back out to Walker again. He wants to work it onto his favoured left foot. It's a better ball into the far post this time. Dean heads it back across goal, and a bit of a scramble in there as eventually the header from Goodger. Do get a feeling though that Brackley in the last few minutes just starting to get into this game. Corners fired in, good punch clear by Burton. He took no chances there. Back out to Clifton. And now Moyo looks to head it goalwards. Will it land for a Brackley man? It does, and they score! On the turn, it's James Armisen who scores. His fine run of form in front of goal continues this season. In the FA Cup, they couldn't stop him from scoring, and also in the league, as we see here this evening, had his back to goal, turned on the spot and lashes it past Burton. Telford 0, Brackley 1. Plays it forward to the feet of Wilson. Now he's got a chance to break here, with Brackley slightly exposed over on the far side of the field, on their right-hand side of defence, as Kissock finds McCone again. Good from McCone, just providing more options here for Kissock. He passes it back to Roy, and McCone's still there. Diona hugging the left line. McCone goes for a ball in, cleared by the blonde-headed Gareth Dean. And Brackley, again, do not panic here, managed to get it clear. Ball's played long down the left to Moyo. Oh, he's got past Haven. Moyo! And just over it goes. Brackley again down the right. Moyo lays it back to the feet of Adam Walker! Just wide. Here it's next to the corner flag, and he bends his back and throws it long. Hibbert towards the back post. Gareth Dean towers above the Telford strikers, and Brackley get it clear, and now it opens up for them too. Walker over the halfway line. Armisen has to stop his run. He would have been offside. And then a right royal mess. Ray sticks a foot in on Armisen. Sure, Jack Ray won't be happy if he's got the job of man marking Armisen, who scored after 15 minutes. Fizzes in across here, gets it clear. Nobody holds on to it though in the midfield for Telford, and here come Brackley again. Armisen across the penalty area. Fair challenge, says the referee.
There's a lot of talent and a lot of ability in there.
Kissock gives it away in midfield, and now Moyo gets the wrong side of Haven. He's brought down by McCone. McCone may be in trouble. He's gone. It's a red card. Paul McCone stepping across, and he really has to blame his own man in Haven there, and Kissock. Kissock giving the ball away in the centre circle. Haven making a right meal of dealing with Moyo. Several times this evening, Haven's been beaten for pace, and McCone clattered into him. Personally, Steve, I don't think I've got too many qualms with that. I don't think there was cover then. And this is a free kick right on the edge of the D. Just slightly left of centre. Ideal, maybe for a right footer. It's Byrne, and he scores! Byrne tucks it around the wall into the bottom left-hand corner, and Brackley are 2-0 up here against Telford.
Yeah, I think Callum Burton might be a fraction disappointed. Whether he was unsighted, I'm not quite sure. It was a decent strike. You've got to say that. It was well hit.
4 minutes to go until half-time. Can they get a goal back here through Wilson? Not the best of free kicks, and Royal can't get it under control. I mean, even their set pieces have been pretty dire, Steve. Here's Diona popping up from nowhere, though. Hibbert through and dragged it wide, but he was offside. You can see that Josh Wilson has stayed up on the halfway line. Left-footed ball into that back post. Goodger heads it back into the near post, still in there. Kissick steps in, wins it back. Kissick strikes it again. Wilson beaten in the air there by Graham. There we go at half-time. Telford 2-0 down, and well, looking under real pressure here to have any way back into this game.
In Brackley, they've got some decent players, they're winning games, they're in good form, but it was more the manner for Telford, wasn't it, in that first half that was so disappointing. And as I said, towards the end of the half there, they were just chasing shadows, Telford.
Corner over on the far side, left-footed then into the near post, a scramble in there. Telford struggling to get it clear. Is Armson, turns, shoots, scores! James Armson scores, and he smashes it into the top right-hand corner. No doubts about that one, left-footed. Telford 0, Brackley 3.
Yeah, really good strike, wasn't it? And whilst we've been critical of Telford's performance during this game,
from right to left here. Glenn Walker crosses the halfway line, head down now, he's got room to sprint at them. Samuels has to step across, and Diona nips in, then a fluky effort, may still be a chance and a goal. Glenn Walker with the goal. It was a clearance for Telford which hit the back of one of their own players, looped up over Burton, hit the crossbar, popped back out, and Glenn Walker scores. It's Telford 0, Brackley 4.
Well, it was a complete fluke in many ways, the way it came about. But do you know what? It just says it all about the performance, that the initial fluke that came back off the bar. Who reacted first?
To Glenn Walker, down the left. Room now, the flag goes up for an offside. If they weren't on top of their game today, this is exactly the scenario. And, well, Brackley, they've come here and they are doing a very good job on Telford. Oh, that's just petulant from Josh Wilson. Deserves to get a booking. Goes down the centre. Here's Diona, left edge of the box. Can they get a goal back? Chipped in by Diona. They've got cover back with Burn. He's pushed off the ball and he slides in again. Good challenge by Samuels in there. Kissick, nearly a late challenge on Clifton. Advantage played though. And now Clifton takes it down the left wing. He's got Moyo, finds Moyo as well. The run of Hempenstall waiting and shoots himself. Moyo across the penalty area.
The week's ahead now, isn't it? What you don't want to do is fall to a really embarrassing defeat. And it's on the verge of being embarrassing at the moment.
Good back heel. Here's Glenn Walker into the box. Past Burton. And he can't keep it in there. Brackley winning back in that midfield. Jones lacking options, running into trouble. Haven's header. Straight to a Brackley man in that midfield again. Here come the visitors now. Moyo shoots. Great goal. Got past Haven. And a super finish, right-footed, laces on his boot, and he strikes it past the outstretched arm of Callum Burton. It's now Telford 0, Brackley 5.
Yeah, and again, it rather summed up the game, didn't it? Because on one hand, you look at Brackley, as supporters stream out, by the way. There won't be too many left in this football ground by the time this game ends. Lots of people. I know, he just walked past him like he wasn't there. So in a nutshell, that pretty much summed up the entire game. Brackley, very good, very sharp. Telford, just not at the races at all.
Here they come again. They're smelling blood here. He's got past Haven again here, Moyo. Now down the left wing, it opens up for them. Moyo for a second, and he scores again. Telford 0, Brackley 6. And this could well be embarrassing for Telford this evening. And there you go. The fans have said it for you around us. We said, when would it be embarrassing? It already is. And now here come Brackley. Clifton in acres of room now to make it 7. Here he is now. Samuels stepping across him, and a good tackle by Samuels. Clifton should have pulled the trigger earlier. It will be an interesting post-match interview with him or Larry Chambers. And now Josh Wilson has kicked the ball.
He could be in trouble here,
well,
Nick.
I'll tell you what, if he goes, it's his own silly fault. It really is. I just can't understand it. Another referee would send him off now for a second yellow card.
I think the referee is going to show a little bit of common sense, maybe taking pity on Telford, I don't know. But
come on.
He's going over and speaking to Wilson.
Hold up, let me just say, Wilson, the former Wolves manager in charge of the Tractor Boys, shot from outside the area from Goff. Clifton whips it in. Gareth Dean has time to pull it down there. Shoots! Good save by Burton.
Yeah, straight at Burton, either side.
Dielna in that right channel will strike this left-footed. May go for goal. Does go for goal. It's the first save that Laurie Walker has made.
If you were going to give one.
Free kick into the penalty spot. Bailey slipped over and it bounced over his head. He was now passing it back to Dean. Full time.
Well, he blew early, the ref there, 2 minutes. He played about a minute, Nick, but yeah, that says it all.
Sometimes you get boos, and we've had just no reaction at all at the end of that. An embarrassing defeat for Telford here. Telford 0, Brackley 6. It has finished.